An error of the gods has made the world. It looks as though the gods also are, and it is as a result of that error has arisen the present state of life here in this creation. Smallness, struggle, suffering, all these things in life must have arisen because the gods erred somewhere in the whole process. How it happened, why it happened, those are of course important issues, but at the moment the concern is that we are living in a world in which the error of the gods has crept in. Before that, life in her greatness was always moving in the music or the cosmic greatness, cosmic beauty, cosmic joy, cosmic happiness. She was moving along with the music of greatness. She was touched by the cosmic chords, the music that gave him an orchestral wideness, an orchestral sweep, gave her an anthem swell. It is that which was driving her, but in spite of that, no breath from the supernal peace entered in. While life was driven with a cosmic swell, the anthem of the greatness, no breath from the supernal realms, from the supernal peace entered into her life. Only at times there was a mighty murmur here and there, not a full anthem swell. Her steps were small. Here that greatness stops. Here life's force is not fully effective. It sinks down. The force, life force, sinks down. She would bring the glory of the high here, the glory of the absolute force she would bring here, make even the body's joy vivid, distinct, well established here, make vivid the body's joy in the vividness of the soul itself. That kind of a power is there in life. She would bring down that glory, but she could not. Our life at the moment reposes in smallness. It should actually repose in the infinite. Our life must repose, our life must move in the infinite. It cannot end in the smallness. That march must go on. Its end is the life supreme itself. That march must go on. But death is a passage and she has to go through that. Death is a passage for life to move on. Death is not a passage for her to stop. In order to go forward, in order to bring down that supreme breath here at a given moment of time, at this particular juncture of time of happenings, death becomes a passage. It is not the end of life. But nothing has been achieved of infinite worth. What is there is only smallness. Life is not able to express itself fully. Nothing has been achieved here of infinite worth. There is no end and none can be seen. It goes on and on and on. But all must be done for which life and death were made. They have a purpose to fulfill. They have a mission to carry on, life and death, and therefore all must be done in achieving that purpose, must be done for which life and death were made. In a high state up above, where there is no ignorance, where there is no suffering, where there is no darkness, where everything is peace and bliss. Every action is an action emanating from the infinite, where the birth itself is a gesture of eternity. It is that towards which life is moving. Death is helping life in that direction. A sun of transfiguration can still illumine life. Night can bear its soul to the mystic light. That is a possibility. Life opening her soul to greatness. Night opening her soul to the great light. That is a possibility, and it is in that direction things have to move on. But now is only timeless labor. It is a moment governed by fate of life, in which life is caught, and all seems in vain because it is the fate of life, and therefore everything seems to be in vain. The wheel keeps on circling on, and nothing worthwhile is achieved. The being keeps its futile immortality. Yes, there is an immortality, but it is not effective. It is not dynamic in life. It is a futile immortality, and to it is denied the existence itself. That is the situation at the moment. Why this has happened? Why it is denied? Why it is a futile immortality? Why we are living in futile immortality? Why life has succumbed to this particular situation? Because an error of the gods has made the world. Error of the gods has made the world, and therefore life cannot achieve what she should achieve. Life is aided by death, but they together cannot lead to immortality, something else to happen. Why? Because somewhere the gods have committed an error, and these are the consequences of that error. What is the error made by the gods? Because of that, we have landed into this situation. What is the error the gods have made? The error the gods have made is those gods who were taking things forward, those gods have moved away from the source from which they had come, from the divine source. They have separated from their divine origin. They have cut themselves off from their origin, from the divine. In the moment they get cut off from the divine origin, from the divine himself, then they stumble and tumble and all these things happen. That is the error the gods have made, that they separated themselves away from the divine source, and therefore, as a result of that, life is not in a position to achieve what she should achieve. That is why she is living with futile immortality. An error the gods has made the world.